Up in the sky, far away, there's a magic world where we play. So come along with me, and you'll be happy. Welcome back to Sky Bees 2 Season 2, everyone, where I am joined by the channel members live, and I'm actually recording locally this time. Episode 1 of Season 2. I don't know if you noticed watching it. We haven't actually downloaded it yet to look at it, but what I had to do was get the actual live stream episode and download it and use that because I didn't record locally. And now that I've said that, gosh, do we even have DVR? Yeah, okay, DVR is enabled. Good. Sometimes I forget, which is not good. So everything's fine. Everything is awesome. Everything's cool, I would say, when you're part of a team. And right now, we're all together and we're living our dream. There's a chicken that shouldn't be here. I don't know where it came from, and it's gone now. Did you know that chicken? Is that one of your friends? You deserved this, okay? You should have been paying more attention. You shouldn't have let that happen. We'll go ahead and get that cooking, though. And what we need to do today is in the last installment, we managed to get 2 bees up and cooking. Well, they're not cooking. They're up and doing bee things. But today, what I would like to do is get a regular bee up and going. And in order to do that, we're going to have to build another hive. But I actually have a question. What is the difference between a beehive, and then we also have these, like, specific bee type hives, right? So there's things like a grass bee nest, which is, I don't know why you would want that as opposed to, like, a regular beehive. And then also, there's apiaries, and I don't know what the function of an apiary is, and I can't even spell it properly, apparently. Is this an apiary? What would I do with this? Unique bees, hive time modification, output type honeycomb. Obviously, I can't build this because I don't have a nether star, so one might make the argument that it doesn't even matter, but I'm just curious about why I would want an apiary in the first place. Retains contents when broken. What does that mean? I don't know. Also, don't we have some sort of an instructional book or a guide that we're following? How do I get access to that? It's not M. P-O-L? Is it L? This looks more like just bog standard achievements and not exactly what I'm looking for. Is there a book maybe we're supposed to be following? Is there like a guidebook? Oh, maybe this is it. Quests! Oh, baby! Okay, this is it. This is what we're doing. Alright, now I remember. It's, again, Season 2. It's all fresh and new and coming back to me. We can upgrade the cobble gen at some point. We can build mushrooms at some point. I don't know why we would want to. Ceramic organic water bucket. Prismarine. These are all things we were working towards that I simply don't remember. Resourceful bees. We've done 2 of these. We've got sand bees and we got fishy bees. Oh, no, we've done 3 because we also apparently made a gravel bee. I think that's the first one that ran away, though, sadly. A honey generator. A honey congealer. Disgusting. An apiary breeder. Oh, maybe that's what apiaries are for. Apiary is a beehive, but good for automation, says Gilliam. There we go. Nests are found in the world. I gotcha. So if this was like a regular world, as opposed to some sort of horrendous, endless void in the sky, where we have no clue how we got here, and there's no escaping or getting out of it, and we're just gonna be here until we die. That's sort of the situation that we're currently dealing with. If we had actual ground, like terra firma beneath our feet, we might find some real beehives. Or maybe if we just go around long enough, eventually we'll spot an island in the distance, and that'll have a beehive on it. That seems unlikely. I doubt that's going to be the case. Also, we do have a chicken here. We do have a fully cooked chicken ready to go. Can you get a chicken bee? That could be a possibility. I don't know how to get to this quest book, though. I'm sure there's a shortcut, but I don't know what it is. It wants me to upgrade these. It wants me to make apiaries. This is an apiary breeder. That's a different thing. We got apiary storage. We got manual centrifuge. What do you do with that? Manual centrifuge. Okay, add that to our list. If we have a look at our uses, it can be used to make a regular centrifuge. But I think a centrifuge is what we need to get stuff out of the honeycomb, so we probably do need to make one of those. And also, apparently I already had it listed over there, and then I suppose what I accidentally did was I got rid of it just then, so we'll get it back up there again by hitting, I guess, A. Yeah, I guess I removed it and then I added it back, and that's okay. Hold Shift and right-click block to process honeycombs. Yeah, we want to do that. We do want to do that. So we're going to need to make a barrel and a lever and some more cast iron. which we should have some of. I've already sort of kind of forgotten how you make it, because again, that was something that a completely different Reese was doing. Bricks! You gotta get bricks to make cast iron. Now it's coming back to me. We load these bad boys on here like so, and you wait on those to cook up. And we wait on those to cook up. I'm going to go attempt to get some honey out of the beehive without the bees freaking out. So we put a fireplace underneath them. Does that chill them, or do they need to be inside for them to be chilled? That's the question. If I do it right now while it's flying around, is it going to be mad at me even though there's fire underneath the hive? Do I need to wait for it to go back inside? No. No, I don't. Everything seems to be perfectly peachy keen and peaceful. What about you, odd little ugly, fishy, funny-looking bee? How are you doing? You're doing great. We've got some escargot or whatever this is. No, that's shrimp. Or no, that's snail escargot. I'm thinking of what is the fish eggs called? Caviar. Basically the same thing. Same word. Same words. It's all French at the end of the day. And it all sounds like nonsense. Fake made-up language. If we want to process that, we're going to need to build a barrel and then a manual centrifuge. And obviously that's the actual end goal, is the centrifuge, not necessarily the barrel. That's not the primary thing we're trying to build here. Let's get rid of a lot of this stuff that's clogging up our inventory right now, all these building materials that we simply do not need, want, or have any use for. And then we'll grab some delicious logs. So tasty. And we will make a barrel, except we did just get rid of some of the building materials we needed, like the slabs. I just pushed them out of my inventory without a second thought. Barrel. Boom. Can I make one of these? I don't have any of the things I need for that. You gotta have a little bit of a cobble. You gotta have yourself a little bit of a stick. And then just like that, you can make it. Look, I don't even need the recipe. Watch me do this from memory. Boom, there we go. It's always confusing because in the actual lever, it's wood and then the cobblestone-looking pieces on top. But then in the recipe, it's reversed. But then every time, I question myself over which bit of it's reversed or whether or not it's actually reversed in my head. Handy centrifuge, it says. Where do I plop this sucker down? We don't really have a whole lot of free space. Is this going to throw stuff out on the ground when it's done? I certainly hope not. If I put the sand honeycomb in that and I just start, like, what? Shift right-clicking it. Shift left-clicking it? Is it because it's hooked up, like, directly next to here? Is that the issue? Did I put it in, like, the worst possible spot? We'll move it. We'll go ahead and we'll get rid of that as a possibility. We'll verify that it does, in fact, work anywhere at all. Alright, you son of a gun. How do you work? Hold shift and right-click block to process honeycomb. What kind of a bit is this? Is this a joke? Alright, we'll put the honeycomb back in. Maybe we should have a look at uses once more with the honeycomb? And see, like, inside of the centrifuge. Come on, you son of a gun. Do something. With the bottles. Oh, we've got to have bottles. Is that right? Let's have a look at this again. Yep, obviously there's got to be bottles. I see that now. I see that now. And that's how you get the honey. Okay. This is, again, this is the benefits of doing this with that live audience here. Can we make glass? Do we have glass? We have glass. Awesome. So we'll just make some jars. I was gonna say, I know that's the recipe. Don't mess with me right now, game. I'm not in the mood. I know darn well that's the recipe. Alright. There we go! There we go! We're actually getting some progress out of this today! This is fantastic! You're here to see it, CJ. You're here to see it, Gilliam. It's happening right now. Let's have a look inside. We're almost there. Is that what that ticking sound means? So we got 3 things of honey, we got some actual beeswax, and we got some sand. Now, that's not helpful. Sand, we've got like a whole barrel full of sand here, so we don't really need any more. In fact, this thing's so full I can't even put more back into it. I'll have to take this sand over here and store it away. By the way, didn't this used to show like what items were in, like how many, like an item count? Or am I imagining that that was a thing that it did? Probably I'm just imagining it. That is awesome, though, because now we've got honey, and honey is cool because there's all kinds of different stuff we can do with it, like make a delicious spring salad. We could make up a tasty spice cake. We could make a bucket full of honey, and then bathe in it. We could fill a bathtub with it, get all ooey and gooey and sticky and gross and nasty. How fun would that be? We can make sugar, a block, a Beepedia, use on a bee to see its information. We should probably do that once we have iron. You know, whenever that happens. A ceramic honey bucket. Sealant! The sealant can be used to make simple patterns last, protecting the information written on them. Hold a right click while holding a simple pattern in your other hand to apply the seal. Why? Why would I do that? I can brew it into a calming potion? Gosh, I could use me some of that right now. We could put it inside of a culinary mycelial generator, I guess for electricity, trade it to a villager, make some nutritional paste with it. I'd rather just eat the honey thinks. We could use it as a modifier to make honey embellishment things. For some reason, we could put it in a centrifugal separator to get it out of the bottle, but that seems like a little bit of an involved process. At the end of the day, what matters is that we can make a spice cake, which was my favorite of the Spice Girls, Cake Spice. She was thick, man. You guys don't even remember the Spice Girls. Jeez. You had Nasty Spice and Cake Spice and everything nice. It was a crazy time to be alive. All right. We probably want to make another tier 1 beehive. For like a regular bee now, because we have a regular bee and we can just go put that out there and it'll be all good. The other thing that we have now is beeswax, which I think as previously discussed can be used to make a tier 2 upgrade. We can make a bee box, which is where you go like, that's what bee boxing is. Sorry, it's bee boxing, opposed to the not bee box, it's bee boxing. You understand? Okay. And then we want honey congealer. With this block, you can create honey blocks with fluid honey. I don't know why I would, though. I don't know what function that would serve. What am I going to do with that? Again, we don't know what the honey dipper is, but it sounds delicious. It sounds like something you'd get as like a seasonal item at a Chick-fil-A. The honey dipper. Absolutely wonderful. And then, of course, the regular, like the upgraded centrifuge that I'm assuming is powered by electricity? Which we don't have any of? Yeah, RF. We're not generating that just yet. It can be used as a fuel. It can be used to make an elytra in this really exaggerated crafting grid. Or in this bigger one. Or in this absolutely massive one. Furnace, Stirling dynamo, lots of things we can do here with this, okay? At some point we need to make a bigger field for all the animals because there's no shot they're all going to just continue to fit in this tiny space without issue. Like any day now we're going to have a situation where the little babies are going to start like popping out of there just from the sheer like pressure of all the animals in one small spot. It's not going to be good. So we probably actually may need to, at some point in the near future, extend this platform out and give them some more room. We have been sort of artificially limiting ourselves in terms of overall space here, and we really shouldn't be doing that. It's going to come back and bite us in the end, I think. We need to have a bigger space. We also need somewhere for monsters to spawn, because they're absolutely desperate to spawn. And if we keep like limiting their ability to spawn, eventually they're going to get really upset about it, and then it's just going to take one yellow tile, and that's it. There's going to spawn 40 million creepers. They're going to blow up everything, and that'll be the end of Season 2. That'll be the end of the whole series, and then we're all going to leave, and we're never going to talk about it again, except for Lucas Kitts, who's going to show up every live stream and ask when Season 3 is coming out, and I'm going to lose it. So that's what we need to do. If you want to progress the pack, you need to start with bee breeding. Check how to get iron bee, for example. Cobble plus log. Okay, well we're not going to jump all the way to breeding. Let's start with what you just said. Cobble plus log. And I assume if we have a look at like bees and we go to bee breeding, yeah, cobble and cobble will give us cobblestone bee. Cobble and diorite will give us a tin bee. Okay. Cinnabar and cobblestone will give us a redstone bee. I see how this is going to be. Alright, a lead bee is going to be andesite and cobblestone. Copper is going to be cobblestone and nickel. Gold, which we've talked about needing before, is copper bee and cobblestone bee. And then iron bee is what we need to be looking for. And yeah, that's going to be actually a wide variety of really any type of wood bee plus cobblestone bee. to give us iron B. All right. So I guess in that case, we need to make a cobblestone bee. So I'm going to add the cobblestone DNA, and then we also need to have any type of wood bee. I'm assuming there's just one wood bee type, though, right? Like, surely there's not a whole bunch of different ones. What it's actually saying there is just whatever type of wood it wants. Because I'm assuming that if we have a look at this, if we look at the wood bee, it's going to tell us that it likes to have wood around. Yeah, as its flower type. So we'll start with the 2 of those, which means that naturally we're going to need more. There it is, clay. I was going to say, I know that we have clay. I'm sure that we have plenty, because I think in the past, anytime I wasn't doing anything, June Reese, back in June when we started this mod pack for the channel members, he was very busy doing this, right? So you, go ahead and make me a cobblestone bee. There, no cobblestone? No cobblestone. There we go. And should I go ahead and also just grab a piece of wood while I'm thinking about it? Because we're going to need that. How about now? Lovely. And then you go ahead and make me a wood bee. Darn it, it requires high temperatures. So we're going to have to just wait on this other one to finish. And that's okay, because we need to have some more beehives, and we need to have some apiaries, I'm assuming. So a beehive, we could use honeycomb, but it looks like it specifically wants vanilla honeycomb, which all I've got is sand honeycomb. We can try it real quick. We can absolutely. Nothing is stopping us from attempting this recipe, other than the fact that I'm already convinced it's not going to work. It doesn't work. But we can use string, which we do have an abundance of. I just have to remember how exactly we made it. It was using leaves. That's right. So you just got to give me a second. It all comes back to me in the end. We need to make 2 of these. One for the stone. Actually, you know what? We actually need to make 3 of these, because we do have a regular vanilla bee as well. What are you doing? What are you producing? You're producing sticks and things, but you're not producing leaves. I'm having to manually produce leaves over here. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's asinine. It's insane. Hey, can't we configure the... Like, wait a minute, getting distracted here. Can't we configure one of these? These are configured to make dirt. Couldn't we configure one to make clay automatically? Did we never set that up? Why didn't we set that up? How exactly do you make clay? I'm getting off subject here. I'm getting off topic, but I'm pretty sure there's a way to configure that. Like, to automate it. Yeah, it's water and it's sand. Well, we have sand. We're automatically making sand. And we're automatically, like, sucking in water from this glass jar of infinite water. So, can we not just combine these 2 processes in some magical way? If I run a cast iron tube and connect it up to the oak drawers, will it create an infinite number of... I actually don't know, and I'm gonna stop speculating on the subject. Please make me a wood bee. That would be nice, thank you. What am I doing? I keep getting distracted. That's the issue. I get way too easily distracted with everything going on. So that's the 3 string. Wait a minute. Oh. Oh, I need, like, all the leaves, actually. If you wouldn't mind, thanks. And I guess we should probably cut this tree down, too, while we're at it. And then I suppose we had better replant. How did we not get any leaves for that? Oh, because we cut all the leaves down. Never mind. No, dumb question. I figured it out. We're just going to put down, like, a single tree here. We're not even going to worry about it. That'll be plenty. We're going to turn all of this into string. And then we're going to make a number of hives. What number, you might be wondering? More than that. We ran out. There we go. What button do you hold down, like, shift, I think, to do balancing? Hold on. We can do that. Balance grid. Lovely. Perfect. I'm confused by something that Lucas Kits told me in a previous comment. We're holding down shift when you're putting things in the grid. I guess balances them out differently than doing just, like, regularly dragging them through the grid? It looks the same to me, though, Lucas, so I don't... Oh, spread grid! That must be what he's talking about, because he was talking about specifically making condensed cobblestone. So I'm assuming what I can do is if I just throw that in there and then hit shift and then spread grid... Oh! It's not what we're doing today, but it's a very, very helpful tip. Thank you so much, Lucas Kits. I appreciate that. We'll get back around to that soon. I'm going to make 5 of these. We don't need them all right now immediately. Should we go ahead and just upgrade them to the next tier? We just need some grass to do that. We don't have any grass, but we have some bone meal. I can get grass pretty quickly. There's probably also a way to just, like, get grass. There's not. A botany pot. We could do it with a botany pot. If we had a botany pot and we put some grass in it and then we put some kind of dirt underneath it. We do have a couple of hopping botany pots going. Doing good work too. Why are we manually growing? Why do we have wheat crops over here? What function are they serving right now? Genuine question. When we have it automated over there, why aren't we just using that for everything? We should probably plant some different stuff over here. While the idea is fresh on my mind, I'm gonna go ahead and see what are the seeds we have available to us. Didn't we pick up some peanut seeds? That sounds delicious. Are they still in my inventory? We've got more amaranth. We've got flax. Let's go plant flax and spinach and peanut seeds. We're getting way off of the beaten trail here. Right, all you gotta do is sprint around and it all grows. Isn't that fun? Isn't that just a great time? Let's dig up all of this, and we're gonna replace these 3 here with spinach, flax, and peanuts. And then I guess we want to sprint around a little bit. Whoa, baby, okay. Peanuts! Let's go! Boy, I hope no one has an allergy. Flax! Sure, I don't know why right-clicking it broke it. And some spinach. Same with the spinach, okay. These modded ones don't behave the way you expect them to, but that's okay. What are my uses for spinach? Again, that spring salad idea is coming back around. I just saw a drone, and it came out of nowhere, and I'm very confused! You can use spinach to make a drone, a harvesting drone. Absolutely we're gonna do that at some point. Absolutely we are. 10 spinach will give you a dirt. Culinary mycelial generator. Okay, great. Flax, though, can also be used to make a drone and a generator. Oh, a single flax makes string! That's crazy OP! Can we put flax inside of a... Hold on, can flax be... What recipe for flax? Where's flax? Where's flax seeds? Uses for flax seeds. Can that go into a botany? It doesn't say that it can, but I'm assuming you can absolutely put flax seeds into a botany pot, right? It doesn't say it, but I'm assuming we can. So we might just have to try that on our own. But being able to use it to make string, crazy good. Absolutely crazy good. But for now, when it comes to breeding, which is what we're about to attempt, and I guess we should probably have a look at that now, shouldn't we? Let's see. Breeding. We have the apiary breeder, an optional breeder that can be added as part of the apiary multi-block. So I guess we don't really need that necessarily. Max breed time, blah, 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 blah. Do we just get the bees together in the same room? We give them each a type of food item that they're looking for. And then we wait, and they breed? Is that the idea? I guess we're gonna figure that out here in a second. I need to get more fences together, though. Oh boy, inventory is full again. Inventory is just absolutely loaded with stuff. Hold on, let's put some wheat away. I think we've intended to store wheat in there. And then also, maybe we'll put the seeds next to it. Perfect. Okay, so that's a little bit more tidy. Don't need more. We have a lot of flax seeds. We don't need them right now. We don't need any more. Okay, spinach, get rid of grass. We already had grass. I didn't realize. Spinach seeds again. Amaranth, we've got plenty of that. We don't need any more of it. We don't know what function it serves. We can look at uses for it. It can also be used for the drone, or you can make witch's food cake. Interesting that you use amaranth to make a witch's food cake. It's biting social commentary in there, isn't it? I didn't come up with it. I didn't make this mod pack. Someone else came up with that. Don't look at me. Definitely not my idea. Not how I would have done things. Did y'all see amaranths? I like that we went from June Reese had no idea what an amaranth was, and now October Reese has got the... I got the skinny on her latest business venture. She's supplying a little bit of herself to make a certain type of beer. And that's all I'll say. And if you look into it, God rest ye souls, merry gentlemen. You're gonna be changed forever, okay? You're gonna be not okay when you come out of reading that news report, let me tell you, okay? Because I wasn't okay after reading that news report. So do we wanna, I guess, build this sort of in the same way. What am I gonna do in the future is the question. Am I gonna just expand this building outward? I built this just big enough to have 4 different bee sections. That's not enough. What was my plan? Was my plan to expand? I definitely didn't build the building in such a way that it encouraged expansion. I put a roof on it. It's finished. It's done. I didn't think it through is what what I'm starting to realize about this series is that a lot of decisions were made without any regard to sort of the distant future. So if Season 1 of this series was all about sort of getting the bare necessities, the early game mechanics cleared out of the way, you know, building a platform for us to live on, getting animals and all that. Season 2 is all about actually doing things with bees. That's what we're doing here in Season 2. Season 2 is about just coming together, hanging out with the channel members, hanging out with GSNL, and CJ, and Gilliam. We're just hanging out with the boys, eating pizza together, which is great, and figuring out how to actually do bees. And by figuring it out, I mean asking Gilliam how to actually do bees. And maybe also Lucas Kits if he ever joins, because we know that he knows how to do bees. He's just not here for some reason. Oh, Reese, I'm a busy human being. I've got actual real-life responsibilities and people who need me. This is what Lucas Kits is saying. You know what, Lucas? You don't need to flex on all of us, okay? We're proud of you, buddy. We're happy for you, too. You go out there and live your best life. Just don't forget to remember me, okay? Just don't forget to remember me. You're gonna bring a tear to my eye. It's definitely not the smoke in my house from when I tried to cook the other day. That's still lingering even now, because that's how bad a cook I am. This is an actual tear forming. Give it a few minutes, it's gonna come out, trust me. Alright, so we've got all this done. If we wanted to go ahead and just, like, let the bees free in here, we couldn't, because we don't have them yet. I think I even left the DNA inside of this chest out here. Oh, worst tree. Worst possible tree. Do we have a jar? Bee jar. Perfect. So we'll start with the wood bee. Get that moved in there, and then we'll move on to cobblestone bee. Okay, and they're both just on their way into making themselves a nuisance. Get over here. Come here. Stay in here. And now, presumably, we just feed them wood and cobblestone. And then I don't know if they're just gonna, like, pop out a baby? You know? Like in the real world? Like what actually happens? We'll find out, but we do need more cobblestone. Oh, nope, don't do that. How do you do this? What are you from? You're from Tinker's Construct. Oh! Oh! Tinker's Construct! Of course! There we go! Fantastic! This is just a regular pickaxe, never mind. Alright. Did I get cobblestone? Let's see what happens. Should we check? Should we, like, verify real quick that this is how we do this? If we look up stone... Or, hold on. If we look up iron bee... It should give us... Yep. And if we left-click it and we go to Beereeeding... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the things underneath them is indicative of what they need to be, like, fed in order to breed. So we want to give you that, and we want to give you that. And then they're going to bop noses. Oh, looky! It's a little iron bee! Oh my gosh, we actually did it, everyone! Massive shoutouts and thank yous in the chat to one Gilliam for showing us the way of bee breeding, I should say. So how long until they they reset? Or does it say? Breeding cooldown. It looks like 5 minutes, so we can make a second iron bee if we want to, which we definitely do, because then at that point we'll have enough iron bees to breed them with each other. Awesome. So he did say that you don't want to mix a blaze and a lava. You don't want blaze/lava bees with other bees. But I guess that means that it's probably okay to have, like, these bees in a room together? Is that how that works? So if I wanted to... I need to be pretty careful, because I keep leaving that main door open when I come in here to collect. Which would make it very easy for a bee to escape. You know what I should probably do is put down pressure plates. That way, even if I manually open the door, they will close themselves behind me. This door right here. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Now that I've said the idea aloud, I'm going to go ahead and make a pressure plate. How do you do that? How do you make a pressure plate? Don't tell me. Hold on, I'll figure it out. Is it stone? I think you need stone. Can I use wood to make a pressure plate? The issue with wood is can't anything open it? We should probably look up pressure plates. Because there's different kinds that do different things. So stone pressure plates, oak, spruce, blah, 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 blah. Heavy weighted. Some of them can only be used by players, I think, but I don't know which. I guess I could just look it up. Is activated only by mobs, players, and armor stands. Right, so I guess a wooden one can be activated by any random objects. But I don't want it to be opened by random mobs. But I guess at this point, whatever, you know what I mean? That's fine. What are the odds that a bee is going to land on the pressure plate? Pretty slim. So now, I don't even have to worry about it, because even if I, like, manually open the door, it'll close behind me. So now, the likelihood of bees escaping and making a run for it has been greatly reduced. So now we want to convert that into this. That's what we went and got all that grass for. You might remember earlier in the episode, I don't know, like a half hour ago, I went and collected a bunch of grass, and this is why. I'd forgotten, you'd forgotten, we'd all forgotten. There we go, and then we can balance the grid. We've got enough to make 3 of these, which is perfect, because we want one for iron, we want one for... I mean, does it matter if different types... It does matter if different types of bees go into different hives, now that I think about it. It absolutely does matter, because... we want one type of, get gold ingot to get a mob filter. Right! That's what we should be pursuing right now. Alright. We'll do one of these here. Oh, you know what? Hold on. We need... we gotta put fire underneath them, don't we? Oh, shoot! I didn't consider this! I didn't consider this! No! I didn't think they'd get mad at me after I just immediately placed it down. Oh, they're gonna both die now, aren't they? I think they both got a hit in. Let me just have some honey. Is it like a 100%? Oh, I've gained 2 hearts? I'm sorry, what? What a unique flavor. I've gained 2 hearts. Or is it like an insta-kill if they sting you? Did the baby die? Where'd the baby go? Darn it. I'm so bummed. I'm so deeply bummed. They calmed down. They all mad at you now. Use on every bee. Well, they've calmed down now. But also, did the baby, like, sting me and die? Is that what just happened? Oh, no! The baby's in there now. The baby got through the fence. Did everyone else see that? Was that my imagination? What? There's 2 bees in here now. The baby bee is inside of here. He should not be inside of here. Oh my gosh. Right. So, what have we learned today? Even if the bees never go in the hive, it's their home. Don't break it, they'll die. So that was a good lesson to learn. You all picked up on that one together there, that's fun. What else have we learned? Would be? Yeah, go ahead. You need to get a smoker, that's right. So the smoker is pretty straightforward. I think we can actually build that with things that we currently have in our inventory right now. We just have to make a campfire. And then combine that with a whole bunch of cast iron ingots. And then, in order to make it a bee smoker, right-click the hive to smoke it. Bees won't get angry for 30 seconds when sharing honeycomb. Combine it with a bellows, which requires... Ooh! Oh, we don't have leather. Where am I supposed to get leather from, Well, it's not like I have some sort of easy access to loads and loads of leather somewhere. Is there actually, like, an alternative way to get leather real quick? Oh, prepared flesh. Interesting. See, if we'd gone ahead with my plan to make a monster spawning factory a long time ago, we'd be somewhere. Smoker, alchemy table. Alright. This is just gonna have to happen now, I guess. Sorry, guys, I don't know what else to do here. I feel like I have no other alternatives. I'm gonna leave at least 2, but I don't know if that's gonna leave me with enough leather here, so we're just gonna have to... Come here, you. We're kind of playing on the edge of the world here, aren't we? Yep. Yep, sorry about this. Oh, I do have a sword. Oh, boy. No, 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 wrong weapon. There we go. Come here, you. Yep, it's just tragedy. It's crying shame. It's royal pain. How much leather do we have? We have 2 leather from that. Also, an inventory just absolutely full of stuff. And we're down to 2. We're down to 2. We're down to 2 cows, so we can't kill anymore. Well, this was a fantastic waste of time. We're getting out of here. Don't come out! Don't do it! Don't do it! Get back in, all of you! Get back in! Stop! Stop! Are you kidding me? There we go. There's a bunch of nuisances on the loosences. Come here. We can deal with this situation right now. We're gonna get some lamb chops around here. I don't want to kill this cow. I want this cow to get back in the pen. Cow, don't die, alright? I'm giving you very explicit orders here. I gotta get rid of stuff. I don't care what it is, it's just going in here now. There's way just too much stuff. The volume of stuff is too high. I mean, we can get more cows. That's not that big a deal. I don't. This is. Can I shear a cow? In some pack I played once, you could shear cows, which was cool. Well, that got us a whole whopping 2 leather. So I mean that's good because we're only missing another 4 at this point. How do you get cows again? How did we go about doing that? Was there seeds you built or something? It's hay around. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Getting more cows won't be that difficult. We'll just have to do. You son of a gun! How'd you even do that? You nuisance creature! Get back in here. Get back in here right now. Come here. How did you get out? Don't you moo at me right now. I'm not in the mood. Come here. Son of a gun! Unbelievable. You turn your back for 2 seconds. You don't have like 4 leather on you, do you, pal? Don't say no to me. You don't know. Only one way to find out. He was close. Yeah, you know what? From now on, anything that gets out's dying immediately. They'll learn their lesson about trying to escape. Alright, well we're up to 3 leather. That's fantastic. That's a great start. Just throw that inside of here. I'm surprised we don't have other leather, like, already. I guess we haven't been doing a lot of cow killings. Let's be honest with ourselves here. Is what we're doing. We do have plenty of this stuff. Wheat. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make some more cows. Okay? Let's go. This is gonna be our breeding pair. And, we're gonna... You know what? Maybe we should just go ahead and make some more. Why not? We have the materials. We'll just breed them like crazy. And we'll keep them over here, too. That's the thing. That's the most important part. I don't want them running around on this side, getting in my way and being a nuisance. Wasn't there a piece of dropped fencing inside of there? I guess I already got it. Yeah, that's how we ended up with that piece. So I'll have to make some more. I threw a whole bunch of stuff in here haphazardly. You know what? We're gonna take this here. That's what we're gonna do. There we go. Hey, no! That's how your little friend did it before, isn't it? Come here. How do you feel? Ugh, hold on just a second. Come here. Come here, you. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me back across the bridge here. Follow me. Follow me, cows, follow me. There you go. You're all best friends. Come on over here. Okay, stay over here. Nuisances. Absolute nuisances. Now what we need to do is make sure that I don't accidentally let them all out, and the way we're going to do that is with another pressure plate, but we're only going to put it on this side of the fence. There we go. Lovely. And then no matter what, that closes behind me. That chicken's free, I don't care. I think that chicken had a name. Maybe he could talk to us or something at some point. I don't remember. Season 1 was a long time ago. This is effectively a new series. This is effectively a relaunch. Alright, get on board with it, everybody. Let's get all of our honeycomb now. Which we have an abundance of. We're gonna move it all over here. We're just gonna tuck it away down here. Just kinda out of the way. Lovely. What was I doing? Right! These guys. We're gonna get this going again with these two, so we can start breeding our second iron bee. And then we also just need to keep an eye out for that other iron bee that is inside of... Right there. Come here, you. Come here, little baby fella. Where's my bee jar? Don't be bumping into me. Where'd you go? Okay, so we've got our iron bee. And apparently they can just go through a fence. We know that now. Lesson learned. Let's give him his own beehive. Did I get rid of the tier 3 beehives I made? And then maybe, hopefully, he'll stick around by that one. Now we've learned our lesson about using fencing. We know that it doesn't work very well. We will change our designs for the future. What are you all about? What do you mean? Tier 1 bees 4, max honeycombs 5. Why are you separate from this? What is your difference? Is it because you actually had a bee inside of you? At some point? Is that what happened? Because this one says honeycombs. What is your issue? I don't know. For now, we're gonna do this, okay? And we're gonna leave him right over here. I don't know what he wants. I don't know what he wants in order to produce stuff. Should we have another look at iron bees? The iron bee really wants an iron bee nectar, which can only be made by combining cobblestone honeycomb and a block of wood honeycomb and some actual honey. Is he still in here? Don't go anywhere. Build a bigger platform? I think you're right. I think we do need to have a bigger platform, and I think in order... not just a bigger platform, Gilliam. I think we also need to have, like, dedicated platforms for animals, and dedicated platforms for spawning monsters, and I think that should probably be what we do next. I think that should probably take a bit of focus, because that's going to make everything else we do with bees, even though we want to focus on bees. That's going to make bees easier if we do that. So... oh, wait. Hold on. I know how to do this. I know what I'm doing. Nope, nope, nope. You go over there. Okay. And then... what we're going to go ahead and do is we will also drop off a piece of wood inside of here. There you go. Almost in front of the door, so that's a little bit annoying. No! The wood is inside of here! It's right there! Stop. Both of you. All of you need to stop. Be chill. Going to get you some cobblestone. We're gonna get 2 pieces of cobblestone. Because we're gonna do a breeding and we're gonna leave one behind. For the sake of letting this one produce honey or whatever. Everybody get back in here. Back in here right now. Okay. Cobblestone. There you go. Okay, and then also there, and then you, and then we're gonna have a second bee. Lovely. So hopefully these bees. Should we go ahead and like double check and verify that the cobblestone bee? I mean, I'm assuming cobblestone bees, if we have a look at them, are gonna want to block a cobblestone, and then a wooden bee is going to want. Is it just wood bee actually? I guess it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, I just want some bit of log. There we go. So those should be fine. They should start doing their thing. And before we collect from them, we're going to want to go ahead and get to a point where we can kind of smoke them. Which we'll get to. We'll get there. In the meantime, where are my shears? These guys we don't have to worry about smoking, because they just have a fireplace underneath them. But that takes up a lot more space. Something tells me having a smoker is going to be better overall. But we need all of this now, and we need it from them as well. It's important that these guys start producing the stuff that we need. There we go. So these are things that we need to start making, and specifically we need to get ourselves some iron bee nectar block. And that's going to require that we make a wood and a cobblestone, and then also just have a bunch of honey. And I don't know how to get that. Maybe we just have honey in our inventory and it's fine, hopefully. But wood honeycomb blocks, cobblestone honeycomb blocks, that's going to require a bunch of honeycomb together. So we can do all of that. And then you'd think you could also do that here, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. That's just a matter of waiting now for these guys to produce. Which, hopefully they do. It does look like that cobblestone bee. Maybe we should go ahead and make one more each of the cobblestone and the wooden bees. And then there will be 2, and then maybe that means they'll do it faster? Possibly? I'm saying it all like a question because I'm not sure? Bring it on at this point. Bring on the rain, baby. So I like the idea of expanding the platform in the next installment. So I guess we'll do that. Until then, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye!